to Panaha Nike. The translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. As the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you have taken birth from my abdomen. O my Lord, how is that possible for the Supreme One, who has in his belly all the cosmic manifestation? The answer is that it is possible. For at the end of millennium, you lie down on a leaf of a banyan tree, and just like a small baby, you lick the toe of your lotus feet. One point.
Mataji, can you raise the screen so we can see?
Now you can see, Mataji?
Yes.
Okay. At the time of dissolution, the Lord sometimes appears as a small baby lying on a leaf of banyan tree, floating on the devastating water. Therefore, Devavati suggests your lying down within the abdomen of common woman like me is not so astonishing. You can lie down on the leaf of a banyan and float on the water of devastation as a small baby. It's not very wonderful. Therefore, you can lie down in the abdomen of my body. You teach us that those who are very fond of children within this material world and who therefore enter into the marriage to enjoy family life with children can also have the Supreme Personality of Godhead as their child. And the most wonderful thing is that the Lord Himself licks His toe. Since all the great sages and devotees apply all energy and all activities in the service of lotus feet of the Lord, there must be some transcendental pleasure in the toe of his lotus feet. The Lord licks his toe to taste the nectar for which the devotees always aspire. Sometimes the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself wonders and how much transcendental pleasure is within himself. And in order to taste his potency, he sometimes takes the position of tasting himself. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, but he appears as devotee to taste the sweetness, by sweetness of the transcendental mellow in himself, which is tasted by Srimati Radharani, the greatest of all devotees. We will seek the blessing from all acharyas and our parampara. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मिलितमेन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति जय पताका स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining this very wonderful, auspicious Srimad Bhagavatam, early morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So thank you everyone. Thank you Madhupati Prabhuji also for engaging me in this wonderful service of sending message to everyone. So when I was this verse was signed for me, I was going through that verse and just thinking, always we say, if they, Bhagavad Gita is undergrad, and then Srimad Bhagavatam is a graduation, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is a PhD level. So when I was reading this purport, I was thinking we can just discuss about this, what undergrad and then graduation and PhD level. So this verse is very beautiful verse. Actually, this is the last chapter of Canto 3, and so beautiful. So in Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna says, like Tatviti Parnipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshenti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. So we have to just submissively just surrender to Guru. And here the Mother Devahuti, we see this chapter is like activities of Lord Kapila, but we have seen all these chapters like in this kind of three. So beautiful for Grihastha. He explains so much, right? And he Kapil Muni was the 10th son, like she had 9 daughters and he was 10. So we can see the difference between the age between them, but still she accepted him as a guru and sitting in front of him like a disciple and listening continuously, asking question, and Kapil Muni is explaining all her questions. And finally what happened, she got just satisfaction, like she whatever material thing she was having, hankering and all that, she is very elevated soul. This is for us only, for Kali Yuga people, but so beautifully explained. If we go through this canto 3, we should read every day, like each verse, and realize this is our realize whatever I heard uh, through acharyas, different senior, different classes, and Bhagavad Katha. So I just want to share my realization about this verse, especially. So she was there, she got the answers, and she was satisfied, and she recognized this is the supreme personality of Godhead. And then she started glorifying her own son, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And she said, I'm so fortunate, right? Because you took birth. See, he is everything in this world, in purport. Srila Prabhupada also mentioned. He is everything, Krishna, and Krishna's everywhere. And still, he took a birth. Even Brahmaji also didn't take birth from womb. He just came from the lotus of this navel of Mahavishnu. But here, um, this Kapil Muni took birth in her womb, so she was feeling so fortunate. And she was not astonishing also. She was not surprised at all, because God can do anything. He can do anything. So I will share one story. One day, Narad Muni was going to visit uh, Vishnu, like in Vaikuntha. So on the way, he met one cobbler who was a great devotee. He was always chanting and smaranam, thinking about Lord while doing his work. Even he was doing cobbler work, right? But and then he asked, okay, Narad Muni asked him, you want to ask anything? Do you have any message for Vishnu? He said, yeah, I just asked, when will I just go from this material world? And then he went and then he met one Karmakandi Brahman. And then he asked same question to him. So he said, okay, you can go and ask like Vishnu when I will go from this world. And then Narad Muni just reached there and he talked with Vishnu. He visited and he said those questions they asked, when will they get they come out from this Bhavasagar, from this material world. Vishnu said he will that cobbler will come in this birth only, but other that other Karmakandi Brahman, he will take so many births. Then he thought, oh, he is Brahman, he is doing so many services and all that. How come? Then he said, okay, you go and tell them, yeah, like what if they will ask what Vishnu was doing? So tell them he was passing the elephant through the eye of needle. And then Narad Muni came back. Narad Muni can go anywhere, right? He doesn't need visa or passport, anything. He just came on the earth and then he went to that Brahman and he answered his question. Then he said, what was he doing? Then he said, he was passing the elephant through the eye of needle. He said, are you crazy? How come he can pass? You are making me fool like this. And then Narad Muni understood. Then he went to cobbler, and then cobbler he say same conversation with cobbler also. And cobbler, it's not, there is no surprise for that. He can grow one like very big tree to little seed, he can do anything. So I am not surprised. And then Narad Muni realized. So see, he can do anything. Why I wanted to share this story, because he can do anything. So even Mother Dehuti was also not surprised at all. She was also thinking, I am very fortunate. And then she started glorifying her own son. And then Srila Prabhupada mentioned this purport. This is a Bilva Mangal Thakur's, like what he wrote about Damodar, um, something like Damodar Madhaveti, like that. So, Kararavinde Napadarvindam Mukharvindam Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patrasya Pute Shayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. So she said, even in purport, Srila Prabhupada also said, there was a little Bal Mukunda, means little Krishna on the banyan tree, very little a tree, and there was a leaf. So how it is, the Markandeya Muni, he did tapascharya and he got the benediction from the Lord, and he wanted to see all this pralaya, everything like destruction. And he was going, he went in his belly, Vishnu's belly, and he was seeing all destruction everywhere. And finally, he saw one banyan tree in Navadip Dham, Godrup Dham, and there was on the leaf, he was just lying down, little baby like Krishna, and he was licking his tree. So, Acharyas are mentioning, even Srila Prabhupada also mentioned, why he was licking the tree, so, licking his toe. So, normally, everyone, like now we are coming to Srimad Bhagavatam part. So what graduation part? So he was licking his toe because always all devotees will take shelter of lotus feet. So he's thinking, why they are just always thinking about lotus feet? Why they are? What is there in my lotus feet? Even Ram Avatar also, because of on the way they were going with Vishwamitra, and Vishwamitra said, "You just touch your lotus feet to that Shila, Ahilya, and then she become a glorious lady, right?" So something is there. Even Gundicha Marjan time, everybody was like cleaning, and with the pot they were just taking water, and sometimes some devotee, Krishna Bhakta always chatur, right? They were looking his feet, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and just pouring on his lotus feet. He was knowing like they are doing all these activities. So he wanted to see why, what is there, something must be there, right? Even in Ram Avatar, Kevat also wanted to wash his feet. So he just wanted to see that nectar, wanted to taste that nectar. Even Srila Prabhupada also mentioned in this purport, he wanted to taste the nectar of the means lotus feet. Even our Mangalarti starts with the Vande Guru Shri Charnaravinda. So see, we are Guru are the representative of Krishna in this material world. So if we are talking about Vande Guru Shri Charnaravindam, so what to speak of Krishna? Something must be there, right? And Krishna's lotus feet are so amazing. All the symbols are there. We will not go in detail, but each symbol has significance. Everything in his toe, right? In his lotus feet. Even in when in Vaman Avatar past time, he just expanded his foot up in the universe, right? And he touched the casual ocean. And that little means toe, his toe is very big. For us, like we think, oh, toe means like our little baby and toe, but it's not. It's so big. Like we can't imagine also. We can't imagine its energy, his expansion, everything. And that toe touched the casual ocean, and water was dripping from that. And what Brahmaji did, he just collected that water in Kamandalu. And same water, eventually Bhagirath brought that Ganga on the earth. And that Ganges water, when we keep so many years, even I have the bottle, so many years, still no contamination, no smell, nothing. With so much power, just touching his that toe there, so much power in that water. If we keep some water in the cup or somewhere, stagnant water, it cannot. It smells. Something is there. So how much potency? We can just think how much potency is there. So he wanted to check what is there in my lotus feet. Why people are all devotees are behind me. So this is the mood. Like that's the reason like Srila Prabhupada also mentioned. That's the reason he was just licking his toe. So we can also understand when we see little babies when they touch how they look, right? So cute, and what to speak about Krishna, like licking his toe. So beautiful form. We can also meditate, right? When I was going through this purport and all, that means automatically I was that relishing how he can do just imagining, right? And when Markandeya Muni all we saw that form in Navadvip Dham, and even Satyavat Muni also what he said, when he asked, like he asked any boon, what he say? Idam teva purinath gopal balam sada me manasya virastam manne. Means he also wanted to just see that form, like Bal Gopal form. So we should also meditate on that. And then always we say Chaitanya Charitamrita is PhD level. So PhD level means always research. So he was, uh, we saw this Srimad Bhagavatam part. This is why he came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are external reason and internal reason. We will just discuss some because we have just 10 minutes. So external reason why he came after Vrindavan pastime. He just did all the leelas, right? And then he thought how devotees can come to Vrindavan again, right? So that's why he came in that form with the associate and said that we have Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, all these six Goswamis, Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatta, Raghunath Das Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So they wrote about his all these pastimes, right? Uh, because of that, in nectar of devotion, nectar of instruction, we got that nectar of Krishna Lila because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with his associate, and we understand that we can relish that pastime of Vrindavan. Sometimes in the class also, now our evening class is going on Chaitanya Chaitanya. When we listen and it goes to our ear, we relish that Vrindavan Leela, right? Because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came in form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and because of his associate, we can also relish that. So that is the external reason. And internal reason is he came in the form of great devotee. The Krishna Leela, he was just enjoying. He was enjoying for his pleasure. All devotees are doing, but he saw all the devotees are enjoying more than me, especially Srimati Radharani. So he was thinking how that mood is, how she's there. Because unless if we somebody ate gulab jam or rasgulla, they are saying, oh, it's very sweet, very nice, very yummy, right? Then unless we taste, we cannot tell, right? If we see, okay, somebody is enjoying it, but unless we taste it, we cannot tell, right? That like that, he wanted to taste. He wanted to taste that joy, what kind of joy, what kind of pleasure she gets out of that when she is with me or whatever services she is doing for me. Always we see our Radharani always holding that garland in her hand, like always ready to serve Krishna. So amazing, so beautiful. And when we go Sunday Feast program and then Shayan Darshan, always I like Shayan Darshan, so beautiful, both of them, like ready to do Ras dance like that. So always he wanted to enjoy that melo. So that's why he came in the form of Radharani. So research, means PhD level we say research. So he wanted to research that which kind of nectar, like toe also he was looking to check the nectar of all these devotees, why they are behind my lotus feet. And they say Madhuram, always Madhuradipate Akhilam Madhuram, means everything is Madhuram. So at least let me check through my toe. And this Radharani's with like a form also in the mood of Radharani. And even when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri, Jagannath ji is Krishna himself, right? He was also waiting for Radharani. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and when he saw, he just fainted. Like so much, like he was relishing that. Miss Research, he was relishing that joy, what Radharani was enjoying in Vrindavan Leela. So isn't it amazing? So beautiful. This, if we go through each word, this verse itself is so beautiful. And the Mother Devahuti she is glorifying her own son, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we should understand all these things. This is not only Srimad Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrita. We have to understand why our Goswamis, why our Acharya, why our seniors are telling every day all these things. Just not for just reading or listening. We have to release each word. When we release, and we are so fortunate, we are in this parampara, like Srila Prabhupada's movement, right? What he wants, he want to distribute books, right? Other day, Madhupati Prabhuji also mentioned last week, like we have to do 335, right? 335 means 3% of these North America people we have to make uh, Krishna conscious by 2035. So it's not difficult if everybody will think, okay, our book distribution marathon started. Tomorrow is Gita Jayanti. So we can just uh, give a call. They will reject, that's okay. At least we will connect by somehow, right? By this, by calling for book distribution. We can ask. Other day, Madhupati Prabhuji also was giving that example. The person who was having Bhagavad Gita in on the shelf, and his friend he read and he became devotee. And after some years, that person also became devotee because of his Bhagavad Gita. So we don't know. If we call, we can ask. Okay, as a gift you can give. Even if we have so many languages, take at least one Bhagavad Gita, two Bhagavad Gita, and we have so many friends, neighbors, and we can do it. It's not impossible, and that is real our Srila Prabhupada's movement, right? So tomorrow is Gita Jayanti, so we should always think like what we should do, right? We can just call and tell them, okay, take uh, one box. At least we can start with something like first we can ask like take one box. If they say no, okay, 5 Bhagavad Gita, 10 Bhagavad Gita, that's okay. And like this, the mission is we have to. It's not like just we have to get Lakshmi. No, we have to. We should have that intention. Everybody should have Bhagavad Gita in the whole world, and somebody will read and they will get benefit out of that, and eventually they will become devotee. Like how we do Jagannath Rath Yatra also at Atlantic City, such a like sinful place, right? It's a beautiful place, but we see there, right, casinos and all that. But we do so much effort and take prasad and distribute there, try to distribute books and all that. This is real real moment. Srila Prabhupada wanted all these things, and this is in our hand now. So devotees, we should always have that consciousness, like we have to. give Bhagavad Gita. If we have, we can buy and just give. If nobody wants to buy, okay, we can spend some money. So much money we are spending, so many places, right? We can buy and just give. Sometimes, okay, no problem. Uh, they are not giving $10, $5 also, okay, and just distribute. That should be our mood, right? And tomorrow is Gita Jayanti. So recite all the time. We should recite all the verses. Every day we should read Bhagavad Gita. So this verse is teaching us Bhagavad Gita and then Srimad Bhagavatam, all this pastime and how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us like research. He just enjoyed. So he just released that bhava. By Vedic Bhakti, we can go to Vaikuntha, but by this Raganuga Bhakti, what we got from our Goswami because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in this world like just 5,000 years back, right? And he gave us this Harinam. And that Harinam is the like base for us. Without that Nam in Kali Yuga, like Nama Sankirtanam is Sarva Papa Pranashanam, Pranama Dukkha Shamnas Tan Namami Harim. So Nam, only Nam. So he gave us Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we can go, we can chant everywhere and tell them, okay, chant at least one time. Sometimes I see videos, they go everywhere and they go Ranga Nityananda and Hare Krishna Mahamantra and all people are also in New York, Europe. They are just also saying that word again. That is real Srila Prabhupada mission. And this is in our hand. So, dear devotees, eh, thank you so much everyone for joining and just be sincere with this Srila Prabhupada movement and try to distribute book. Our slogan is distribute book, distribute books, distribute. And make everybody's life in the whole world happy. They will read and they can also make their life happy and peaceful. So thank you so much. Never forget Krishna. Always remember Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Uncle. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day and week ahead. We'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Nrsimha, Jai Nrsimha, Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Singha, Magravira,
Gurubhiram
Mahamantam,
Mahavishnu
Sarvatomukham,
Dharantam Sarvato
Narsingam, Vichanam,
Narsingham
Bhadram,
Vaishnam Bhadram
Punyavakya.
Murti Namami.
Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai,
Ki
Bhagwan
Jai,
Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
It's one day before the advent of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Ekadasi. Very auspicious day tomorrow. So, if you're not sponsored the chapter, please take this wonderful opportunity. It will happen once a year. So this wonderful opportunity. Additionally, there are many who have sponsored a box. So apart from sponsorship of box, don't take an easy way out. I just want to sponsor, but they will also want you to distribute. Especially those who are initiated, we have the quota of 2 boxes. That's not your sponsorship box. You can consider one as your sponsorship box. For the other, you have to go out and distribute. Either door to door or whatever, or at your work or however you want to distribute, but distribute that box. So take 2 boxes, right? At least.
Prabhu, when are we getting delivery?
We are getting delivery tomorrow for distribution. Only,
Even the soft cover, Prabhu?
only for distribution. Soft cover also will come tomorrow, but yes, only for distribution. So I know you have some motor guitar thing.
Yeah.
You can work out with Shaneshwar a bit. But right now, no, we are having lots of sponsorship, and our delivery is going to run out, and it's a good challenge. So we are working out different ways that so that we can distribute books. Yeah.
Okay, I'll call you separately, Prabhu.
Okay. We'd like to offer our humble obeisances to all the devotees of God. Vanchakalpatarubhayasya.
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo. Jai. Jai. Jai.
Thank you, Babaji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everybody. Hari Bol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
you,
you,
Mataji. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
for joining. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Mhm.
Hare Bol.